What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah, and you're watching this video on Sunday, August 23rd, 2026 at 10:50 a.m. MST. And you guys obviously have seen this already back in the past, but I'm testing out some new audio equipment for the first time. My friend John gave me these condenser mics so long ago, and I wanted to try them out, see what the effect was in a video, and then if I like it, maybe upgrade the microphones. But it's such an interesting conversation with the Father that this last week, God took me to this place in a vision with him where he and I were sitting on a stage together and talking about how we were going to present what God had done, what the basis of my success was in Extraordinary Life with Elijah. And that there were going to be a lot of people who were interested in hearing about what I had done, how I had done it, and that they wanted to replicate my success. And in this vision, in this space, and it's still ongoing, it's been, I think, maybe 6-7 days now, where in this context, this vision with God, that I'm sitting in my chair, and that God is sitting in his chair with me on a stage. The stage is super dark. The platform is flat black painted. The lights are really low. There's no one else in the auditorium, but the sense is that in just a few hours, there's going to be hundreds of people coming, lights and cameras and people interviewing, and everybody's waiting to hear what I have to say. And God is sitting with me as a friend. I don't know if you have a friend like that. For me, my friend that resonates so much with my heart in the feeling is my friend Dustin, that he's such a good friend and that he's always just there, that somehow he always shows up at the most poignant times. And he's that friend that has seen me through the thick and thin of it all. He's seen me in my best times. He's seen me in my worst times. And he's known me all along. That he just knows me as his friend Elijah, that he's one that does call me Lige. And I think in that context that God is sitting with me as that known friend, and he's asked me, what will you say in a context of telling others about your success? It's so beautiful that he just is sitting with me in that space in the future. Just being a friend to comfort my heart, to ask those hard questions, to demand honesty from me, that there's no sense in telling him something other than what's the truth of my heart, because he knows what's there. He's my friend. I think in that context, then, it's been so beautiful to have that conversation with God and prepare my heart in a context of asking, what will I tell people in a context of success? What is the basis of it? I think it's so easy that once success comes, that you focus on the processes that have been developed over years and years of faithful perseverance with God, and that you talk about the things that are developed and mature, rather than telling people about the processes that led to that expression of fruitfulness. And so as I've sat in that place with God, the thing that has so resonated in my heart with him is the supreme value for his presence, just being with him, his comfort, the overflow of the goodness of his person. So the supreme value for his presence. And after that, I think the thing that stands out as I've sat in that space with him, and then also sitting in this space where I recorded this video for you, is the sense of saying yes to his voice in faith, regardless of what you're feeling, regardless of what he's calling you into and its impossibility, that you say yes to his will and to walk forward by faith. Friends, looking forward in time to this space, I think is so beautiful how the Father is ministering to my heart, how he's so gentle to prepare me. 3.5 years to start this conversation, 3.5 years before it's in a time and a space where I'll have to steward the true seeds of success to encourage other people with. I honestly long for this space to not end. It's so comfortable and so comforting that I've learned to enjoy my silence and my solitude with the Father. It reminds me a lot of the context of previous to being married that my mom said of me, that I had become so able to be sustained with God in a context of quietness, that living out in the desert of singleness, that I had become so adept at feeding myself on God and his presence that I could stay hydrated on the scent of water with God. I think it's, as I think about that time period again and sitting in this space with God, him preparing my heart through this prophetic exercise, it's reminding me of that again, and that it's difficult then to leave that space with God, for me to walk out of that desert of singleness and to then be married. And I think these years, as I wrote in my journal, writing to my future wife, that I said that I would have to let go of the idea of her and leave the journaling space to live life together with her in love and to work that out with the reality of her rather than the idea of her. And sitting in this space and looking forward with God, that I see that same aspect is here in Extraordinary Life with Elijah, that there's been so much time spent in isolation and by myself, looking forward to this time that I'll have to exercise faith and faithfulness, courage to leave the media aided space and to work out life together with you all. So interesting. But the seeds of success are having a supreme value for the presence of God and saying yes to his voice by faith. Any person who continues to say yes to God and walks forward in that will find themselves moving forward in a powerful faith that transforms the world. So, if you subscribe to what I am doing, then hit the button, hit it, and then get it. Hit the bell as well so you get notified with the new content. And if you loved this video, you didn't just like it, then hit the thumbs down button. Pray blessings on our lives together. I love you guys lots, and I will see you in the next video, which starts now. It is very interesting recording a video for you while hearing my audio. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it's certainly much more conversational. I don't know. Testing it out. You guys get to see all of my tests that went live in the future long after they posted. So you get to see my process previous to it being posted. So interesting. I have to change my set. Just so you know, that's a plate. It's been there the whole time. If I want to, I'm going to walk out there, sit down, and now I can have a conversation with myself if I wanted to. But I'm not going to. I got to get started with the next video. Set up the next set. And we're going to go with this angle. Jump in on this next video. It's getting super late. Finish up and then head to bed. What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah, and testing out some new gear in today's video. Hopefully be able to see how this works, what the audio sounds like, quality, and then maybe try to figure out how to use this in the future. But today, Bowden is my extra along with my grandpa, and I am the ordinary.